Hello, I'm Tamanon, I collect Tama, that's a Tama right there. Today I have a huge old box of Tama related items. I'm excited to open it. I've been collecting this character since 2014, which, if you do the math, is about 10 years ago now. So this is actually all 10th anniversary special items for the WIXOSS anime/card game. It might seem unusual to you if you're a typical anime fan, like that t-shirt there. Now, WIXOSS being a card game and kind of niche, doesn't really get this kind of item. When it normally gets is things like this. Now this is a playmat, you put your cards on it to play. You've probably seen Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Magic players or Pokemon players using them. This is specific to the character. You could only get it through this campaign. Love it. It's part of a card art that's going to be showing up in the next set, which is full of Tama stuff. Here's her doing the henshin. Really great quality, really bright and beautiful artwork. I was super happy that this was being used because you don't really get official playmats kind of like that. This one is actually for my friend, since sometimes when you order online it's easier to do group orders, just cheaper for shipping and all that. This is Iona, which you might remember her from WIXOSS. If you don't, here's a clip. So yeah, that's Iona, and if you haven't seen the anime, I definitely recommend it. It is a wonderful anime for the whole family can enjoy, and you know, there's nothing sad about it at all, so go ahead and watch it, especially if you're having a bad day. And while Iona was for my buddy, these are for me. I got 2 of each because when you take one out, I've had acrylics break on me, I drop them and they shatter. So I got 2, one for safekeeping and one for, you know, putting on display. This is inside the shrine. Love how the light comes through the back because it is made with that clear acrylic. And then one of my favorite arts in the game, besides the ultra rare from P06, I adore Keypot art. This is definitely one of my top arts for Tama. You got the butterflies, you got the hug pose. I can't wait for the ultra rare to come out in P24 in a couple months, and I had to pick up 2 of them. Obviously, it automatically goes in. Now, this is one thing that I was not sure about getting. They are photo cards. You kind of see, if you bought the box, you got this special not for sale topper. I guess you'd call it a topper. They're photo cards. The photo cards are kind of like this. To me, they feel new. I've mostly seen them with like K-pop stuff. They're a specific size, you know, and they make a lot of different things now for photo cards. Now, all these were like randomized, and you had to buy the whole box if you wanted to guarantee that you got the one that you wanted. I obviously only really wanted Tama, so I'll probably be selling these for kind of a couple dollars each or whatever, just to other fans of the rigs. Right off the bat, of course, I get one of the Tamas I wanted. It is kind of interesting, too, that they're using the English for the naming on them, since the Japanese cards for the characters definitely have it. Now, this is actually something, you can see the size right there, right? Like, it's different sizing than a card. But I bought one of these photo card holders, quote-unquote, at Anime Expo, which you can check out my Anime Expo video. Because, yeah, this fits now, which is nice. And I know that this is made for K-pop for the photo cards and whatnot. And I bought it thinking, well, maybe one day I'll be able to figure it out or even cut a card down to size to fit in. You know, this works much better since it is official product. It's a photo card, works perfectly. I have a couple other photo card holders I had bought, and now when I go back to AX, I'll be looking for other ones. If you're a fan of the card game already, all of this art is actually based on, not even based, it is the art from the P24 sets for these characters. These are all characters from the anime. They're like the OGs, kind of. If you know other shows and aren't familiar with WIXOSS, think of this as if, like, watching Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds and then Dark Magician comes out, you know, it's basically just a return to the original fandom, giving the people who fell in love with the original anime some goodies. This card game, besides the actual cards, doesn't get a huge amount of fandom items like a lot of other genres get. Like, you know, you don't get like Dual Disc or, you know, your Naruto headband or whatever. Oh, I really love this artwork. I'm super excited to run this line. But as a fan of WIXOSS, this is kind of stuff that I wanted 10 years ago, and I mean, I still want it. Like, it's kind of crazy for a card game. Like, sometimes it's even hard to find, like, card sleeves that are official for the game, for the characters that you like, and there aren't even really that many OG characters, and there's a surprising lack of even fandom-made things, because I guess, you know, if you like the cards, there are the cards, and the cards cost a lot of money sometimes if you're going for the high-end stuff. So the ultra fans who waifu these characters are definitely the whales getting through the cards. So maybe they just assume like those fans aren't going to want to whale out for photo cards and acrylics. But considering how well these and another 10th edition gacha game that was like $100 a roll ended up being, especially seeing on the secondary market. Like you see right here, and there's the full art. Yeah, right in there. trying to organize these as I go, but it's a little complicated because I'm like, what's going here? All right, pure look. So For fans who really are looking for this kind of stuff, it's really nice. Like, you have all the different artwork in there. Like, maybe you couldn't afford the UR, which is, the ultra rare, but you can get, like, these photo cards for 500 yen if you're lucky, and except for the fact that now they're sold out and you probably won't be able to find them online anywhere, and it's kind of, anyway, that is how it goes with some of these limited edition. Japan loves their gacha stuff, right? But it does really feel like a love letter back to the fans who have been supporting this niche game for over 10 years now. They're really going out of their way to support some of these older characters like Ruko and Hitoe. They gave them playable cards in the past year in P24 that's coming out. So if you were a fan of the original and you really love these characters, they're making it so that you can actually play as the characters now, which is really cool. And sometimes, there's little changes in the artwork, like I don't remember Pirlik having glasses, and little things like that kind of speak to the fans, maybe. We also have art books. There's quite a few WIXOSS art books, but they haven't made one since Diva. I would love to have an art book with all of this art. And getting these photo cards, it's kind of like little art books. I mean, I often think of card games as essentially art books that you get to design yourself and look at when you're playing. It's literally build your own art book. I more than a game for me half the time. Like, I don't like playing if I don't enjoy the card art. So having these available where you can just look at the full art, especially now that we haven't had an art book in a while, is really cool, because some of it is, you're not going to actually ever see the full art because of the text on the card. So being able to see it in the full way, same with like the acrylic stand back there, like you don't actually see some of that artwork on the card. But moving on to something a little bit more utilitarian, we have a WIXOSS 10th t-shirt. Now, I got this in extra large. I wear like a large American, extra large Japanese normally. The shirt feels a little tight, but it's fine. I just need to lose like 40 pounds and I'll be fine, right? Got a 2XL sweater here, very nice quality. Although honestly, it should be nice quality considering the sweater was like $70 for a pretty basic print, but it is a really nice hoodie. Now, these items weren't in my 10th box that I opened, but I did open them a little while ago. This is from from the gacha that I mentioned earlier. You got this B2 wall scroll, which you can see here I have framed, and I love that art. I keep sewing it. You also had the chance to get one of these badges. I ended up buying a lot of these on the secondary market. One of them was really difficult to get, which is the level 1 instead of level 3 face. These are some more that I picked up on zenmarket just because I want a whole bunch of this badge. I love this badge. It's so pretty and foily. I love the art, but no one's selling it. And this is the art for the acrylic. I got this from a pop-up shop that happened in Japan for the 10th anniversary. Actually ended up buying a bunch more. I mean, look how cute it is. Now, while not technically related to WIXOSS 10th, this is a special acrylic badge that was given to, I think it was like the judges of a WIXOSS summer event. Definitely not for sale. I was super stoked when it popped up. And on that, this is a fan-made doll that was made by a really cool mutual on Twitter from China who helped me to get it into the States. Really high quality, really cute. I mean, look at all these little details on there. As soon as I saw it, I loved it, especially since it's a one of one, and I just wanted to show it off. I think it's really, really cute. Now, while not quite part of the WIXOSS 10, this is a gold-plated Tama. This is an official card. I had been looking for this for forever. It's actually made out of metal. Really, really gorgeous. It was part of a campaign where you had to like go to different locals and win and then put it in for a chance of getting it. I ended up picking it up because of this guy right here. Awesome dude, mutual of mine, who's helped me get a garage kit as well. For me, it is definitely part of WIXOSS 10 because I've known some of these people, or we've been mutuals online for a long time who are fans of this game. Love being part of WIXOSS. Definitely check it out. Thanks for watching. Whatever, subscribe. Peace.